Let me ask you something. When that bonus hits, do you feel rich for about 48 hours? And then 2 weeks later, you're looking at your account thinking, wait, where did that money go? Because I've been watching this happen for over 20 years. Partners, managing directors, tech executives with 7-figure RSU packages. Smart people, huge incomes, and yet they still feel like they're running on a treadmill. Not because they don't make enough, because nobody ever showed them how to deploy their biggest checks. And bonus season exposes that. End of December, early January, RSUs vest, commissions hit, big deposits land. And most people treat it like a reward, a celebration, a lifestyle upgrade. But here's the truth most people learn too late. Moments don't build wealth, systems do. So in this episode, I'm going to give you the exact framework I use with my own clients, people with real money and real lives, to make sure their bonuses don't disappear into nothing. I call it the bonus blueprint. 5 buckets, 1 order, no guessing. So your next big check actually changes your financial life, not just your weekend. And if you want clear, no-nonsense conversations about money that actually applies to high earners, go ahead and subscribe. That's why I do this show. All right? Let's get into it.
Let's take a little flower and turn it into a tree. 'Cause we're harnessing the power that has been passed down centuries. Life in a game, fortune and fame. You're gonna win over time, you know. It's hard to attain, but you're on your way. You're listening to the Big Paul Show.
Brought to you by Julius Wealth Advisors.
Most people don't waste their bonus. They just never assign it. And that's a huge difference because for a lot of high earners, this isn't a $5,000 holiday bonus. This is RSUs vesting. This is commission season. This is a partnership distribution. This is the biggest check you see all year. And yet, it's the money people handle with the least discipline. Why? Because it doesn't feel like income. It feels like extra. It feels like permission. And that's the trap. Here's the pattern I see over and over again. The money hits, and it goes straight into checking. And once it's in checking, your lifestyle starts calling the plays. Not because it's irresponsible, because you're human. So, the bonus gets quietly deployed into things like a few big nights out, a trip you deserved, a purchase that becomes a habit, a couple upgrades that now feel normal. And then whatever's left becomes the plan. Except there is no plan, just leftovers. And leftovers don't build wealth. They build clutter. They build stress. They build a lifestyle that requires you to keep earning at a high level forever. And that's not freedom. That's pressure. Now, I'm not anti-reward. I'm not telling you to live like a monk. I'm telling you, stop letting emotions make permanent financial decisions. Because if you're a high earner, your income isn't one clean number. It's a mix of base pay and variable pay. And variable pay needs rules, or it turns into chaos. So here's the mindset shift I want you to steal today. Base pay runs the household. Variable pay builds the future. That's the line. Because if you treat variable money like it's more lifestyle, you'll earn more and still feel behind. But if you treat variable money like fuel, your life starts changing quietly over time. And when we come back, I'm going to walk you through the 5-bucket bonus blueprint, step by step, so you can deploy your bonus with intention, not impulse.
Start building wealth by choice, not chance, with Julius Wealth Advisors. At Julius Wealth Advisors, your progress and your gains are our measure of success. Experience personal attention to every detail. We create strong financial plans, use time-tested investment strategies, and offer personal coaching to navigate life's inevitable turns. At Julius Wealth Advisors, we provide clients with a concierge experience in a boutique environment. Join us and let our experts guide you on a collaborative path to financial freedom with sound money management principles. Develop your tailored wealth playbook and help secure your financial future. Start strong with Julius Wealth Advisors. Visit juliuswealthadvisors.com or call 201-408-4644. Email info@juliuswealthadvisors.com. Julius Wealth Advisors, where building wealth is by choice, not chance.
A bonus should not be a celebration first. It should be a strategy first. All right, let's make this real. When a bonus hits, when RSUs vest, when commissions spike, that money does not go into checking. Because once it hits checking, your lifestyle starts shopping. Not because you're reckless, because you're human. So it goes into a holding account first, a buffer between you and impulse. Now we run the system. I call it the bonus blueprint. 5 buckets, 1 order. Miss the order, and the whole thing breaks. Bucket number 1, taxes. This is where most people get sloppy and then shocked. RSUs, bonuses, K1s, commissions, they create tax landmines. April is not when you find out what you owe. April is when you find out whether you've planned. So before you invest $1, before you book a trip, before you upgrade anything, you carve out what the IRS is going to take, because the IRS is undefeated. Bucket number 2, sleep well money. This is where wealthy people separate themselves from high earners. High earners chase returns. Wealthy people build a margin of safety, liquidity, reserves, breathing room. This is the money that lets you say, I don't need this job. I choose this job. And that changes how you negotiate, invest, walk into meetings, and sleep at night. Peace of mind isn't about returns. It's about how much uncertainty you've removed. Bucket number 3, high interest debt. If you're carrying high interest debt while receiving bonuses, you're trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. So clean it up, because every dollar going to high interest is a dollar not building your future. So let's move on to bucket number 4, investing and long-term goals. This is where a one-time check becomes permanent progress. Retirement, brokerage, college funding, long-term goals. Not based on vibes, not based on headlines, based on a plan with a real time horizon. This is how money starts working harder than you do. And finally, bucket number 5, lifestyle. Yes, you can enjoy your money. But here's the rule. Lifestyle is last, and it's chosen in advance, because if lifestyle comes first, your future comes last. And the bigger your lifestyle gets today, the more expensive your life becomes tomorrow. That's how 6-figure bonuses disappear without changing your life. So, the order again, and please don't mess this up: taxes, sleep well money, debt, investing, lifestyle, planned, and intentional. Now, there's one part of this that's emotional, and that's where Bonos comes in.
Get your money right. If you got the appetite. Get your money right. If you want to get another insight. Win big while setting the score. But there's something that I gotta tell you, Bonos.
All right, it's Bonos time. This is where we take the money lesson and make it real. And yeah, we're going football and food today. It's playoff season. Now picture this. You walk into a playoff watch party absolutely starving. And when you're starving, you don't make good decisions. Well, at least I know I don't. You're not reading labels. You're not thinking long term. You're just grabbing whatever's closest. Nachos, wings, chips, a slider. And hey, why not? Another slider. That's what happens with bonuses. People treat a bonus like a tailgate table. Oh, wow, money's here. Let me grab. And before you know it, the plate is full. And nothing meaningful changed, except maybe your waistline. Here's the mistake. A bonus should be a tool, but most people use it like permission. And the biggest way people mess this up is they take variable money, bonuses, RSUs, commissions, and they use it to increase fixed lifestyle. That's the difference between enjoying your money and signing yourself up for higher stress every month. Because now that bigger house, that nicer car, that upgraded life has to be fed every single month. And once your lifestyle appetite becomes the baseline, you can't unsee it. So here's your Bonos rule. Let's call it the 2-minute drill. When the bonus hits, you give it 2 minutes of discipline before you give yourself 2 seconds of celebration. What does that mean? Before you buy anything, before you upgrade anything, you run the bonus blueprint. Taxes, sleep well money, debt, investing, lifestyle, planned, intentional, guilt-free. That's how one big check doesn't turn into a bigger monthly burn rate. Now here's the football part. Great teams don't win because they score in the first quarter. They win because they execute when it matters, late in the game. Your bonus is a late game drive. If you blow it on impulse purchases, that's like burning timeouts for no reason. But if you run the system first, you're controlling the clock. You're controlling the game. So here's your homework. Next bonus, write down the 5 buckets before the money arrives. Because if you wait until it hits, your emotions will call the plays. All right, that's Bonos. So let's wrap up this episode. Let's keep it simple. A bonus isn't permission. It's fuel. And if you want your financial life to feel different, your bonus needs a job. Before your lifestyle gives it one. 5 buckets, 1 order. Here it is again if you missed it the first time. Taxes, sleep well money, debt, investing, lifestyle. That's how bonus season becomes real progress. At Julius Wealth Advisors, everything we do is grounded in 3 things: integrity, knowledge, passion. If you want help building a coordinated plan, cash flow, investing, tax planning, protection, visit JuliusWealthAdvisors.com. No pressure, just a real conversation. Until next time, be smart, be intentional, and keep building your wealth by choice, not chance. I'm Jason Blumstein, and this is The Big Bo Show.
Thank you for tuning in to The Big Bo Show.
Let's take a little flower and turn it into a tree. 'Cause we're harnessing the power that has been passed down centuries. Life in a game, fortune and fame. You're gonna win over time, you know. It's hard to attain, but you're on your way. You're listening to The Big Bo Show.
Brought to you by Julius Wealth Advisors.